It's the final match day in AFC Asian Cup Qualification, and I fear that it could be the Azkals that are going to go home. Of course, there's lots of teams that are going to go home. I totally get that, but what I mean by this is the Philippines, I fear that the Philippines could be that second place side that don't go through. As you can see here, you can see the table, it's the top two sides from all of these groups except from one group. So top side from all 6 groups and then 5 of the second place teams. Just going to quickly run through each group and talk about why I think it will be the Philippines that are the unlucky side that misses out. This is of course being recorded and will premiere before the huge game Palestine-Philippines, which kicks off the 14th of June for us, this final match day. In Group A, Jordan 6 points. In fact, in all of these groups, the leader is on 6 points. Jordan play Kuwait. If Jordan draw, then they're going to get 7 points, Kuwait will get 4, sure. But the main thing here is Kuwait win, they're on 6 points. If Indonesia win though, against Nepal, a match they should win, then at least 2 of the teams will be on at least 6 points. I think Jordan might beat Kuwait, at least a draw, so I predict Jordan to top the group. Indonesia should beat Nepal, and relatively comfortably, meaning they'll be on 6 points. We'll come back to Group B. Uzbekistan and Thailand are already on 6 points. I'm not going to say any more. It's as simple as that. They play each other. One of them will win, the other will lose, or it will be a draw. That's how football works. But Sri Lanka and the Maldives can't get close. Group D, Hong Kong and India, already on 6 points. We called that one wrong in our preview, by the way, because I think we both thought, Ryan and I, that Afghanistan would do better. But fair play to Hong Kong and India, both on 6 points. Group E, Bahrain, Malaysia, Turkmenistan, Bangladesh. You look at this, okay, you've got 2 teams here on 3 points, but Malaysia play Bangladesh, another game which you would be very surprised if they don't win. Bahrain play Turkmenistan, I predict a Bahrain win, similar to Group A, or at least a draw, but Malaysia should beat Bangladesh, and in Group F, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan are both already on 6 points. You can see where I'm going with this. I therefore predict, after the final match day, that every second place team in Group A, C, D, E and F will have 6 points. The issue therefore comes for the Azkals. They are on 4 points currently. They drew with Yemen. They beat Mongolia, fair enough. But they drew with Yemen. They actually only scraped past Mongolia, by the way, but we don't have to go into that right now. Their goal difference, +1. They've not conceded. Only scored 1. They play Palestine. Palestine are very good. And they've won by big score lines. And as you can see, if I go across the matches here, this game here, which it says 5:30 in the morning, that's because I'm in the UK, Philippines have to play Palestine. If they draw, they'll be on 5 points. If they lose, they'll still be on 4. And every other team, I think, that's in second place across here will unfortunately be on 6 points. Because if you look, a quite incredible stat so far. There has only been 1 draw in all of AFC Asian Cup Qualification to this point, and that was Philippines-Yemen. And that draw, that 0-0 draw, is what I believe is going to cost them going into this final match day. Do I think that Palestine will win? Yes, because Palestine are very good. Philippines must win, and if they do, it will be one of the other sides from one of the other groups that will go out. This is why we love AFC Asian Cup Qualification, because it does still all hang in the balance. At the moment, the Philippines are going through in second place, but I believe after this match day, and of course they play first, and they're going to have to watch the other results and just pray that they get through on 4 or 5 points should they lose to Palestine. If you are from the Philippines. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that draw against Yemen? Has it been a poor qualification so far? The Azkals are such a bizarre side, to be honest. I've been following them a little bit through AFF Suzuki Cup and now through the AFC Asian Cup Qualification. They're a really confusing side. They should be good in some games and they're not, and then in other games you think they'll struggle and they do really well. So if you're from the Philippines or if you're from any of these sides in the AFC Asian Cup, do you think that it is going to be the Philippines that go out? I want your final matchday predictions down in the comments. Please don't forget to like this video. If you're from the Philippines, don't dislike because I say you're going to go out. I sincerely apologise. I want to get the discussion going about why you couldn't beat Yemen and about why you should be doing better than you are. It's with no disrespect. It's just an opinion. Like this video, hit subscribe, and don't forget to join us next time as we review our predictions for the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. We'll see you next time.